Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to use the STEM lesson planner and link it to your STEM planning documents. So in this unit we're going to be focusing on foundation. Refer back now to my STEM planning document that I've planned out earlier. So we're going to be looking at the daily and seasonal changes in our environment and how they affect everyday life, which is from the Earth and Space section of the science curriculum. We're also going to be looking at the design technology area of where we explore the characteristics and properties of materials. We're also going to sequence steps for making design solutions and working collaboratively. And we will engage in discussions about observations and share our observations and ideas, which students generally and typically do anyway. So these 5 areas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, from the science area and the design technology area of the curriculum will be combined to make a STEM unit of work. And the unit of work that we would use, that will incorporate all of these 5 elements, will be exploring weather and designing weatherproof elements. You are to write your year level, so it's foundation, and I might even write the class if I want to. And you can write a central idea here. Now, if you want to follow one central idea, or you have something that's following through in all of your planning, perhaps it's a Catholic school or a religious school that has a central idea that must be the core of everything that they do, then you can write your central idea there. Now, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can read this a little bit clearer. In this section, which I love, you list any science curriculum outcomes that you will achieve by completing this unit of work. Use direct links to your curriculum, and I will show you how to add direct links back to your planning document, which is also connected to the curriculum anyway. So I'm going to delete all of this. Alright, so for our science curriculum elements, we're going to click back into our planning sheet here, and we have the daily and seasonal changes. So I'm going to go into our text box here, highlight it, Control C to copy it, and put it straight into our STEM planner. Control V. Alright, let's add the next science element here. I click on the cell, I highlight the text, Control C, click back onto our planner and Control V, paste it in. The very last one. There's only 3 science elements. It is the final one. It's a very small one. Share and observe. Share observations and ideas. Copy this one and we paste it over here. The reason we do this is that we can keep a track of which elements we're covering, and our planning is very clear. In this unit of work, we're not doing any technology, so we're going to not include that one. And our engineering, which is the same as our design, we are doing some of that. So we click over back to our planning document, we find the design elements, this one here. As we're adding in our science elements and our engineering elements, we can link these ones back to our planning document. Alright, so how do we do that? Let's see. Go to our planning document, find the element that you would like to link to. So we might want to just link to this whole planning document, which is totally fine. And if that's the case, you get the shareable link. okay? But I want to link it to this cell. If I want to link the one comment to this cell, I right click the cell and then I go to get link to this cell, this one here, it's just under insert link. Click on get link to this cell, copy to the clipboard now. Now if I go back to my lesson planner, I click next to that element here, the daily and seasonal changes, and I click Control V and it pastes. It's really big and I press enter. Okay, now it's linked. However, it's still really big. So if I click on that, okay, I didn't right click, I just left click. It gives me this option here, which I think is pretty neat. This is the document right here. It says replace URL with this title. Do you want to replace that big long URL with the title Foundation 1 and 2 STEM Curriculum Mapping Tools? Yes, I do. Click yes. Perfect. Okay, and then the mapping tools are in there. This section here says lines of inquiry. So list 2 or 3 main questions that you're hoping to explore during this unit. Okay, your lines of inquiry may change based on how and where the students lead the project. So my lines of inquiry for this task would be, how does weather affect our lives, and how can we protect ourselves from weather elements? It's a great idea to come up with these lines of inquiry with the students as you're discussing and exploring in the investigation stage. So you can leave that blank in your planning and fill it in once you and your students have come up with some lines of inquiry. Now you need to think about how you're going to be assessing the students. Alright, list the ways you will assess this unit of work. Consider forms of assessment to include co-creation of learning experiences, and assessment tasks need to be between teachers and students. And down here is the actual breakdown of the lessons and what it is you're going to include in each one. So I like to say which week it is or which lesson it is. So week 1, or I might be teaching this in week 6, lesson 1, week 1, lesson 1, and always include a learning objective. So you might like to include that as well. These are fully edited. So you need to include your learning objective, success criteria, and then you can add in your lesson and your plan in here. Your starter, your activity, and your conclusion and closure, and any resources that are needed.